What's up YouTube? Welcome back to today's video. First off, I hope you're all having a great day today. And usually in the intro at the Red Bluff Outlaws, I would always say good morning, what's up, welcome back. And today I can't really do that because all my sit down videos, like you guys can see the shadow and everything, it's because it's nighttime out. It's not no daytime anymore. But lately in all my Red Bluff Outlaw vlogs and in these sit down videos, I've been really enjoying filming. I think this camera kind of just puts a smile on my face. I really liked it. But earlier, like I said, this is going to be the monthly Q&A. When I first started my YouTube channel, the Q&As did not get that many views, but now I've had lots of people private messaging me, hey Tanner, when's the next Q&A? I got a good question. So I appreciate all you guys. If you guys want to be involved with the Q&As, just send a message to my Instagram, it'll be on the screen. But like I said, a lot of you guys seem to really like them, so I'm definitely gonna keep making them. First question comes from Caleb_N. Will you ever drive a 410? Now, I think every sprint car racer's goal is to want to drive a 410 sometime. So the places that you can really run them is Chico, California. They're at Silver Dollar Speedway. I believe they run a full 410 series all through the summertime. Another series that goes on in California is called KWS NARC 410s. I think they get about 20 cars a night, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it'd be really fun one day just to get in a 410, hop in it, and see what it feels like. Next question is, what grade are you in? Well, right now I am currently a 9th grader and I got a long 4 years of high school left. Tanner, will you run the Kart Nationals at Chowchilla? See, that race, I believe, is Thanksgiving weekend down in Chowchilla, California. It's about a 7-hour drive south of us. I would love to go to that race, but I believe that Roseburg, Oregon, which is only about an hour and a half north of us, is also racing that weekend. It's a little bit closer, so it's just a lot more convenient for us, especially on Thanksgiving weekend. That's a long travel, 7 hours north, but I definitely think Chowchilla will be a great show. This one comes from Brett_Osborne99. Would you rather race sprint cars or NASCAR? So I think I would love to run sprint cars. No offense, NASCAR isn't the most exciting sport to watch until they start crashing, or the last few laps is always really exciting. Now obviously if you're in the car, it's really exciting. I mean, that would be really fun to be in a NASCAR for all 500 laps. But there's just something about dirt sprint car racing that's just awesome. Just the sliders, it's always really exciting. And you really have to be on your toes when you're racing. You have to be aggressive. What made you want to start vlogging? So I guess this, I'm gonna not say vlogging. What made me want to start YouTube was the Dude Perfect guys. So I had this vision as like a 4th grader kid. If I could make some trick shots and make some videos, I'd be a millionaire, I'd get all these views, I'd get lots of subscribers. And I thought of it that way. I was living, the 4th grade dream. So I would say about 2 years ago, I gave up that, but I'd always watch people like Casey Neistat, Tanner Fox, Tanner Brongard. I would say mainly Casey Neistat though. I really like his personality and how he does his vlogs. If you could travel anywhere, where would it be? I definitely want to go to Hawaii someday. I like the scenery and it'd be some cool drone footage. Will you ever try non-wing? I definitely hope I can coming up soon this next year at the Southern Oregon Speedway where I ran my first ever sprint car race. They do one non-wing race every year and I definitely want to try it just to, get some experience in non-wing. Try something else. Also, it just looks really fun. They go in the corner, it looks like they're hanging on the right rear, just looks like a new challenge. So this next one is the last question. I really liked it because I thought it was really well thought out, and he asked me a pretty good question about the Red Bluff Outlaws. So Tanner, the Red Bluff Outlaws, it looks like it's lots of close racing. Talk about how close the point standings really are. Well, the Red Bluff Outlaws is unlike any other track. Most racetracks I go to or see a season point standings is the leader is way up here, second place is 100 or 150 points behind. Red Bluff is not like that at all. I think this is the direction I want the end of the video to go, so let me go show you. Okay, so I'm sitting down right now in front of a computer and I'm gonna show you guys the open class points. Right now, the opens is the closest division at the Red Bluff Outlaws. Usually it's the opposite. Usually the opens are spread out more. There's more cars, so a mistake can cost you way more. If you don't make it out of the D main, you're not gonna get very many points. But right now, it's been lots of good racing, so it's pretty tight. Okay, so if you look, you have Casey McLean, he's driving the factory QRC number 51. You have the 1C of Chase Hill and the Salco entry. Tyler Seavey, he's running 3rd. So Chase 7 points back, Tyler Seavey is 22 points back. And then, oh, this guy's name looks a little familiar. Tanner Holmes, 18T, 38 points back. And then running 5th, the 14 of Ren Everhart in the factory QRC entry. He is 45 points back. So we are spread out a little bit, but if you think about it, one bad race for the number 51 of Casey McLean, or the 1C of Chase Hill, and us three, Tyler Seavey, Tanner Holmes, me, and Ren Eberhardt could all be within 20 points just like that. I didn't want to just show you that. There is one more thing. What I want to show you is that the Red Bluff Outlaws, how one decision can get you a lot of points or it can make you lose a lot of points. So I'm going to use myself as an example first. Okay, so remember when I was running second. It was points race number 3. I was running second for 23 laps. Had I just stayed in second, let's see where I would have been. So here is the Red Bluff Outlaw point standing. So that night, I ended up getting 20 points in the A main. Now, had I finished second over here, I would have got 30 points. Another example of this is if you go back to this last weekend when I blew up. When that big yellow came out, you guys might not have been able to see it in the GoPro, but about half the field wrecked down in turns 1 and 2, why my motor the moment it blew up. Had it just kept running for 5 more laps, I finished 15th, so I got 16 points. You guys aren't gonna be able to see this, but had I just kept running and just came out 8th, I would have gotten 23 points. So right there, that is a total of 17 points total. I could have had more. Next, I want to use one more example besides me. So back Tyler Seavey, points race number 3, I was following him in the A main. He ended up not winning the race. Him and Jesse Caldwell got into it afterwards. So basically what happened, they were both running. You know what, I'll just play a clip to make this a lot less confusing.
He's right there with Tyler Seavey down the backstretch. The 86J looks to the inside. They come down to the white flag. One more time around. It's Jesse Caldwell. Tyler gets in the back of him. Down the back straightaway.
So let's say, for example, that Jesse Caldwell ends up winning that race. They don't crash at the end and Tyler finishes second. He would have gotten 30 points. Instead, he finished 14th and only got a whole whopping 17 points. So that is a whole 13-point difference. Now let's go draw it up on the chart and I'll show you. Okay, so I have the top 5 in points all drawn up here on this dry erase board. So what I wanted to show you is, first off, me. Like I said earlier, had I not blown up or had, let's just say, I finished second in that race, I would have 17 more points. So that's one of the decisions, obviously not my fault, I didn't say it. Motor blow up. But the other one, yeah, let's say I'd be conservative, I finished second. And then let's say I also finish 8th because all those cars crashed, I'm able to hang around there for 5 laps. That is 17 points. Plus 17, now I'm only 21 points behind. I could go 1 spot ahead and be right here. The other example I gave is, let's say Tyler Seavey decides not to turn Jesse Call in the last lap. Let's say he finishes second, just stays right in there. All of a sudden, he has 13 more points. You add 13, he moves up. He would only be minus 9 points behind the leader, Casey McLean, also Tyler, also known as Kung Fu Seavey. He hasn't had to pull out any moves yet this year. A few times he's been close, but he hasn't hit him with the killer throat jam. But yeah, like I said, one decision can kind of change everything at Red Bluff. Let's say Tyler just decides, you know, finish second. You know, obviously no one wants to finish second at Red Bluff. I'm just kind of giving it as an example. He's only 9 points out of the championship lead. Then back to me, let's say I don't blow up. Let's say I'm able to also just finish second, don't lock up the brakes. All of a sudden, I'm finding myself only 21 points behind the leader instead of a whopping 38. Now, any of this could change, guys, in one race. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. And I don't know, this is kind of fun doing something like this, you know, just like to draw everything out. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. See you later. Deuces.